Good morning. In this presentation, we are going to see how we can trade in MCX Gold today. Before looking into that, let us see what happened yesterday and what we expected yesterday. Yesterday, gold market opened around 30,260. You can see this black color box that indicates the price opening. And when we compare the yesterday's price opening with the previous day's price closing, you can see that yesterday's price opening is just below the previous day's price closing. And you may notice that till the previous day, we were targeting the gold to be in the uptrend, but just on yesterday we changed our strategy. We thought that the gold can move down. That was our expectation yesterday, having 30,320 to 30,360 as a major resistance zone. So our expectation was that yesterday, even though on the previous day there was a great pullback in the gold market during the closing session, we expected gold to continue its downtrend and stay in downtrend for yesterday. Now let us see what happened after that. After the price opening, you can see a very long candlestick. What we call this as a spike down candle, which means after the price opening there was a great spike down in the price action. So probably we would have seen only 30,160s or 80s. These are the LTP, that is the trading zones we would have witnessed. And if you have placed a pre-order, we can trade in this zone, but it is highly impossible because after the price opening there was a huge spike down. We called as a spike down price opening. So let us see what happened after that. So after the spike down opening, you can see that the market is taking some resistance around 30,180. You may notice that why it is taking some resistance around 30,180, because you go back and see the water price action that happened on the previous day. You can see the market was clearly taking some resistance around 30,180. So many times the market struggled to break this 30,180, and failure to break this 30,180 during this session has pushed the market down. So what happened exactly is that yesterday was that it was taking some resistance around 30,180. So now we should see whether the market has got the potential to break this 30,180. So again it was taking some support around 30,120. That is the major reason why we always have this practice of marking this support and resistance. We call it as a intermediate support and resistance. On every day we used to have the practice of marking this support and resistance, just because it will help us in the future. That is the reason you always should have everything in mind. So many times we have repeated that particularly for trading in gold, you need to be very strong on support and resistance, pattern formations and the zones. So now let us see whether the market is taking, because you can see that 30,120 the market was taking support on the previous day around 30,120. That is a major reason the market is taking some support around this zone also. Now what we should see is that whether the market has got the potential to break this 30,180, which is acting as a good resistance for gold market. Now what we can see that is that the market failed to break and stay above that pushed the market down till 30,060. You may notice that what is this 30,060. So you can go back to the yesterday's that is a previous day presentation, and you can see the previous day's price action. The gold market is taking some clear support around 30,060, and that pushed the market higher. So that is a major reason whenever the price is approached 30,060, it is taking some support here. But what is main and most important is that we should monitor this, since we are expecting selling in gold market for the yesterday. What we should expect is that we should have targeting on the resistance zone of 30,120. We should see whether the market can sustain above this zone. A failure to sustain 30,120 has pushed the market again. So you can notice that how many times the market is just staying and resistance and support zones. Gold always though the gold market is volatile, so we are expecting a huge volatility, and we are witnessing a huge volatility in gold market. It is not happening in just a flash of seconds. You can see that how many times the market has indicated that we are moving down. So it has taken some resistance, again it dropped down, again it is testing a major resistance of 30,120. Then in order to sustain and stay above this resistance zone, this has pushed the market down, and it has broke the key zone of 30,060 and 30,020. Now we should see what happened after that. So after breaking this resistance, there was a good drop in the gold market. You can notice that it is a consistent and a sustainable drop in gold market. you can always notice that then that was a good bounce back, and even then you can notice that it is a huge selling that happened in gold market yesterday. And seeing the price actions, what we can see is that yesterday market was purely dominated by the sellers. And also one more important thing which we should notice about the support and resistance is that it is a beauty to watch all the support and resistance. Even though the market has spiked down, you can see it is always providing an opportunity for us to re-enter into the market with the trend. Again the market has moved up and given us an opportunity to trade around 30,060, and you can see the level of buying that happened around this zone. So gold, if you are strong on support and resistance, gold is a commodity that will, though the market will be volatile, it will not spike down up and down within a flash of seconds. It will come and stay in a particular zone. It will give you an ample opportunity. The major thing is that in trading is gold is that you should not go against the trend. You should know where the market is moving, and because it is quite normal tendency, so many times we are saying whenever the price is dropping, it is a normal tendency for buyers to go and buy, because the gold is always bouncing back some 100 points. Everywhere it can bounce back some 100 points. So please don't go and trade against the trend for 10-20 points. So always stay with the trend. So that is a major, as a trend follower and as a technical analyst, you should be knowing how to analyze and trade with the trend. And if you do have any doubt, please open a trading account with us and we will teach you how to trade in any commodity market. So the market closed around 29,840. So when you compare the yesterday's price opening and closing, there is no doubt it is a complete drop down in the price in gold market. So it is completely dominated by the sellers yesterday. And what we can expect today, there is no doubt in the trend. We don't have any doubt in the trend unless until we get a clear confirmation that the gold market can move higher. We are not going to do anything against the trend. So we expect today's price opening. What we are expecting for the price opening today is that we expect the market to open below 29,820, which means that today we are expecting the market to open below the previous day's low and also the previous day's price closing. So we can expect somewhere around 29,780. So this is the zone. Even it can be below that also, based upon the selling pressure. It can be a spike down opening also, since we are presenting this video well before the currency market opening and also the MCX price opening. We can expect and we can predict to certain extent the price opening is going to be down and below the previous day low and the closing. It can be somewhere near 29,780. So this is the zone where we are targeting the price to open, and it is we are expecting gold to continue its downtrend. And since it is a Friday, that is the end of the week, we need to prepare for the next week also. So the stop loss zone which we can expect is that now we have decreased the stop loss zone to 30,120 to 30,160. So you can notice that yesterday we were targeting around 30,300 and 30,360. Now slowly and steadily we will be decreasing our stop loss zone. Till this zone you can go for a selling. We know that it is a very long average, but given the price volatility in gold, it is considered nothing. So whenever you are averaging for this type of price actions, please remember one thing. We had said this many times and we will keep on saying this. Whenever you are averaging in gold market with the trend, try to book profit for the average lots at regular time interval. So many times we have said, and this is a very good strategy to protect yourself, because after gaining a huge profit in gold for this, particularly in this week, it is a wonderful week for us. Everything went with our plan and we had sustained all these things. So we know that it is our responsibility and it is a part of our trading strategy to protect whatever we have earned in this week. So whenever you are targeting, whenever you are going for an averaging with the trend, try to book profit for the average lots at regular time interval. So and the expected targets is 29,720. You can face some strong support around 29,720. So please be strong on all the support and resistance. So let us see what's going to happen during our trading session, and thanks a lot for watching our video and all your support. Happy trading. Take care. Bye.